The grand concert hall was filled with golden light as Hauser stepped onto the stage, his cello resting gently against his shoulder. The audience applauded loudly, but in the third row, one seat was different. A young girl, no older than 10, was lying on a small medical recliner instead of sitting upright. A soft blanket covered her legs, and a hospital wristband circled her fragile arm. Her name was Alina. Alina had been fighting a serious illness for 2 years. Hospitals had become her second home. But through every treatment, every long night, one thing never changed: her love for Hauser's music. His cello pieces played softly from her tablet during chemotherapy sessions, giving her strength when she felt too weak to smile. When Hauser's team learned that Alina was well enough to attend the concert, but could not sit for long periods, they quietly arranged a special space for her near the front. Hauser didn't know the full story yet, only that a young fan in the audience had been waiting a long time for this night. As the first notes echoed through the hall, Hauser noticed her immediately. While others swayed gently in their seats, Alina lay still, her eyes shining brighter than the stage lights. She wasn't distracted. She wasn't whispering. She was listening with her whole heart. Midway through the performance, Hauser paused. The hall fell silent. He stepped forward and spoke softly into the microphone. "Tonight, I would like to play something special, for someone very brave." The audience turned, confused at first. Then their eyes followed his gaze to the little girl lying under the blanket. Hauser walked down from the stage. The spotlight followed him as he moved closer to Alina. He knelt beside her recliner, positioning his cello carefully, so she could see his fingers glide across the strings. "This one is just for you," he whispered. The first note was soft, almost like a lullaby. The melody grew slowly, warm and emotional, filling not just the hall but the space around her. It wasn't loud or dramatic. It was gentle, like hope. Tears rolled quietly down Alina's cheeks, but she was smiling. For those few minutes, there were no hospital rooms, no machines, no fear, just music. The audience sat completely still. Some wiped their own tears. Parents held their children closer. The atmosphere felt sacred, as if time itself had slowed down. When Hauser finished, he didn't stand immediately. He reached out his hand, and Alina weakly lifted hers to meet it. The hall erupted into the loudest standing ovation of the night. But Hauser knew something the audience didn't. He had changed the program earlier that evening. The song he played wasn't on the official list. He had composed that simple melody backstage after hearing about her story. It didn't have a name yet. Later, he would call it Alina's Light. And though the concert ended, that moment would live far beyond the stage, in the heart of a young girl who found strength in music and in